this morning assuming that I'd be covering the PS5 Pro announcement, which I did. And if you missed that video, check it out. But after I published that video, I went to check the analytics and see some information and see how it was doing, just like a YouTuber would do. And I loaded up the channel analytics and I started scrolling down and I was like, huh, that's weird. There's no warning next to my channel listing any kind of impending copyright strike from the Black Girl Gamers anymore. And I was like, well, I checked my email and I checked my notifications. I didn't get any information whatsoever sent on this. So maybe it's an old browser that I just didn't refresh. So I went ahead and refreshed it and yeah, still not there. So apparently I have the copyright strike, at least from what I can tell right now, tentatively removed. Hit that subscribe and give me a like. Check out SmashJT.com for the full article, including screenshots and additional thoughts on this entire bizarre situation. And that's really the only word that comes to mind right now, because I didn't get any communication on this. Nobody said a damn thing to me. Black Girl Gamers didn't email me. YouTube themselves didn't email me. I didn't even get like an automated email from YouTube computers saying this has transpired and changed the status of it. Because I got that email when I got the strike impending on my channel, but apparently they don't send an email when it goes the other way. The false copyright strike filed against my channel by Black Girl Gamers has mysteriously disappeared after initially receiving an email notification from YouTube that my video was flagged with a copyright claim from Black Girl Gamers and threatened with removal on September 14th, 2024. I braced myself for what I expected to be a very long legal battle, because this is something, like I said in my initial video when I first found out about this, that I take extremely seriously. If someone tries to silence me, if someone tries to say, you can't talk like that, you can't say the things you believe in, that's not allowed here, I take issue with that, because I feel like giving people a platform and open speech for them to make a fool of themselves should be afforded to everyone, regardless of if they're going to make a fool of themselves or preach the truth. It shouldn't matter either way. I never received any follow-up communication from YouTube or Black Girl Gamers about the status of the strike. No emails, no updates, nothing. Yet, as of right now, the threat seems to have straight up vanished. My video is now displayed just like any other content on my channel, free from the shadow of an impending strike. And I hesitate to publish this video because of just how wonky YouTube can be, and maybe it's an error on their end and it will show back up again. I don't know. I just want to keep you guys in the loop with all the information and being as transparent as possible with everything that I see. My speculation on what happened would be most likely that Black Girl Gamers retracted their strike after I made it clear that I was going to be prepared to pursue legal action against them. They might have realized their case was just literally non-existent, or maybe they feared backlash that they were getting from the community after being exposed for filing such a frivolous claim. Then there's also the option of YouTube stepped in themselves and was like, yeah, no, you can't claim the entire video when he didn't copy your video one for one. That's not how a copyright system should be working. And potentially YouTube themselves just put the X on it and said, no, you can't claim this. I don't know. I'm just giving you all the options and my best guess right now. I attempted to communicate with Team YouTube on Twitter, and that was quite the brick wall that I was talking to. And their responses were less than helpful and offered zero guidance on what to do. It felt like I was getting a robot responding. It was talking to a brick wall. Where I said, Team YouTube, my channel was struck using fair use and it does not allow me to reject the claim. Says it will be deleted in 5 days and I will lose all earned revenue. Please help. Video was fair use and struck by Black Girl Gamers. And I linked the video and they responded with the most generic robotic automated response. We hear you. Based on the deets you've shared, it looks like the removal of the copyright protected content is scheduled. Right now, you can either delete the video in question, contact the claimant, or do nothing as your next step. More info here, which was probably the most useless information I've ever seen in my life. And I wrote back, this is a very serious situation. I don't need the cool kid deets automated response. This is fair use and not copyrighted protected content. Also, many other channels have covered it, and I'm only being targeted here. Please let me speak to an actual human about this. And the Team YouTube automated response, we understand how important this is to you. While the resource we've previously provided has the steps that can help you resolve your issue, here's a page you can look into, which was, again, the most generic automated page that had no further information. And I said, the options you have laid out in front of me here are 1. Contact them. I did. No response. 2. Delete the video. I refuse to do so, as it doesn't violate any copyright and is fair use. And 3. Do nothing and receive a strike. Does this seem like a legitimate system to you? And Team YouTube responded, also, only the court of law can determine if your content falls under fair use. You can learn more about this in the link we've previously shared. And Wyatt's Metal responded, Team YouTube, if only the court of law can determine fair use, then why are you forcing JT to remove the video with no court-approved determination? Which was a banger response, and thank you for that, Wyatt. But despite my frustrations, I wasn't alone. So many of you guys in the community were relentlessly tagging Team YouTube, telling them that this is wrong, it was BS, it was a false claim, and that something needed to be done about it. And I don't want to be cheesy about this, but I genuinely cannot thank you guys enough for all your efforts in pushing this to the top, for YouTube to notice it, and somebody somewhere took action. And whatever reason, the strike has been removed. I'm relieved to hopefully be moving past this incident, but it also only reinforces my stance on Black Girl Gamers and their tactics. I'd like to think they learned something from this, but at the same time, that's like saying I'd like to think they learned something from their attack on thatparkplace.com like a year ago. And nope. They just did it again to me, which stands to reason that this is who they are. They've shown themselves, and because they've faced such criticism and backlash from the community, was the only reason they took the foot off the gas, and also realizing that they had no case against me or were about to get destroyed in court, potentially that too. But ultimately, they haven't communicated, they haven't apologized, most importantly, they haven't said anything to me. All they've done is potentially them remove the strike from my channel. The weirdest part about all this is I received no communication from anyone about the situation being repaired. You'd think that would be the first thing that would automatically trigger, even if it was an automated message saying the strike threat has been removed, just to alleviate any stress on my end and any push that I had with any potential lawsuits and things like that. It would be nice to know that as soon as some action was being taken on it. But again, it looks like it's been removed, and I still have not gotten any email or communication from anyone. But then again, this is YouTube we're talking about, so I guess we need to keep it all in perspective. The video in question went hyper viral instantly. From the almost second I hit the publish button, it amassed a staggering 250,000 views in 4 days. If YouTube had gone through with deleting the video, not only would it have those views been wiped from existence from my channel, but it also would have potentially faced my channel with months of suppression by the algorithm, which is a common consequence of getting a strike from talking to other people that have dealt with this and gotten strikes on their channels. And honestly, it's that kind of stuff that was really unnerving and concerning to me. So yes, it's great that the strike is gone, but even greater than that is the fallout that would have transpired if I did get the strike would have been catastrophic, because the channel is doing really well these days, and I would hate to see something derail it that is completely out of my control. And the fact that the strike has disappeared is a gigantic win. I can't underscore that enough. The incredible support from you guys has been beyond overwhelming. I cannot thank you enough for standing by me and helping me in this fight. And I know you hear YouTubers talk to the audience all the time, and I don't want this to come across as disingenuous, because I honestly don't think that this strike would be removed without your help. So I can't thank you guys enough. Everybody tagging Team YouTube, tagging The Quartering, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy from The Quartering. So many people were tagging so many large creators and Team YouTube and influencers that have some sort of impact and pull. It was a massive push. And again, it also, in addition to getting a strike removed from my channel that was definitely going to be happening, put me on the map. And people noticed who I am and are starting to watch me. So I guess in a weird backhanded way, thank you, Black Girl Gamers, because without you, a lot of people would have never heard of me. And I'm sure that's the very last thing you ever wanted to hear. And it gives me so much pleasure to say that. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more information, check out smashjt.com for all the links, information, screenshots. Feel free to spread the word that it looks like, at least right now, Justice has prevailed, and the strike impending on my channel has been dissipated. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
Smash, Smash,